Okay, so I forgot to make an intro, so now I'm here to make this intro. I'm going to go ahead and get the engine turned over so that way I have the oil pan side up. I'm going to go ahead and make sure that that surface for the oil pan is completely cleaned up so I can mount that oil pan onto it. I do want to try cleaning the oil pan again, just because, you know, having it outside trying to clean it, I wasn't able to get a lot of the gunk that had built up on it. Somebody made a comment previously that, you know, it doesn't look like the oil was serviced frequently. It might not have, I don't know, you know. But I do want to make sure it's a clean slate so that way the engine can be in its best condition once I get it back together. But yeah, hopefully I can get that clean. I can get the timing cover cleaned, get the oil pan bolted back up, and then we can start doing the timing on it. Once I get the timing done, then we can move on to the intake and everything will kind of be put back together. And then from there, I think I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the car. But that'll be a future video. Right now, we just need to focus on getting things put back together. We've tore it down. It's time to get it put back together. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Leave a comment down below. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on it. That was in the pickup. I don't know what that's from. What about this oil pump? Should I do this oil pump? Oh man. I mean, 90 bucks for the timing chain. This is an original oil pump. I don't know if I wanna. Shoot. Shoot. Should I? I don't know. So I read up and apparently these 3.5s have pretty good oil pumps. And I'm not gonna replace it. The only one I can get is a Melling, and I'm not saying Melling is bad, but you know, original, the fact that it's been on this vehicle the entire time, it's doing fine. Never had a low oil pressure light or anything. Because obviously I'm on this path of replacing everything. And if I do replace everything and then all of a sudden one of my new parts is bad, which is, it's good, it happens all the time. I'm gonna be pretty mad at myself for even touching it. So I am gonna go ahead and take off this, I think they call this like a windage tray, but I'm gonna take this off, clean it up, put it back on, or clean up the surface, put it back on. And then I need to clean that oil pan. And then we can at least go about installing the oil pan and getting that put on. So it looks like these little nuts have grommets or something on the backside. However, this one, the grommet or whatever it is, broke off. I don't know if that's going to really cause any big issues, but we will see. So I was reading in the Chiltons and it's saying this is 89 inch-pounds. I don't see a torque sequence, so I'm just going to go crisscross and get it down to 89 inch-pounds. Maybe 89. One more time. 89, 89, 89, 89. All right. I cleaned this oil pan previously, but it's still pretty nasty. I'm going to see if this parts washer can help clean it up a bit. On the Chilton's manual, it says to check this pickup for cracks or leaks. So, I mean, I'll check it for cracks. I mean, I don't see any cracks or anything, so I'd say it's good. I mean, it didn't have an oil pressure problem before, so. All right. All right, so 18 foot-pounds to torque. The Chilton's manual says start in the center and just do a crisscross pattern. Just for the ones to the block. The side bolts have a different torque spec. All of the oil pan side bolts have RTV on them. The Chilton's manual doesn't say to put RTV on there, so I don't know if there's an issue where these leak. It doesn't say it's required, so I'm not going to do it, but I'm going to try and remove what I can off these. Alright, so on the Chilton's manual, mine's an 0835, but it does say 07 and earlier models take 37 foot-pounds on the side bolts. On the 08 and later models of the 35, it says step 1, 37 foot-pounds, and then step 2, tighten an additional 50 degrees. So we need to do 37 foot-pounds and then tighten an additional 50 degrees. It doesn't say a specific sequence. I'm just going to start here. I'm going to work my way to the outside. Okay, I'm just going to go back. 37, 37, 37. Y'all are going to get annoyed, but for some reason I'd like to repeat my number. 37. There we go. And then from there, it wants an additional 50 degrees. So I'd say if 90 degrees is the right angle, I'm just going to do half of that. That should be enough. So okay, I'd say that's about halfway. Those are tight. Okay. Okay. And I don't know if I said, but I just mark them because my memory is terrible and I'll forget to tighten a bolt. So if I mark them, it helps me. Okay. God, man. That's crazy they need this tight. Okay. Okay. There we go. All tight. Oil pan is now officially installed. And then I'll put a bead of silicone down here once I go to put that timing cover on. Now I'm kind of curious because the oil pan gasket comes with a drain plug gasket. So let me see what this thing looks like. Oh yeah, look at there. So let me go change it. Let's see if it works. I never actually used the gaskets out of here, but I'll definitely say the one that came with the drain plug was bigger. You can see that gap right there, but maybe as you use them, it flattens out. But if it leaks, I'll just change it. The Velcro gasket also comes with the oil filter adapter gasket. So gotta find where it is. This block is very dirty. I'm not trying to clean up the best I could. What I had. There it was. Just take this right off. I tried to look in the Chilton's manual for the torque specs on this, and I'm not finding anything. So, just gonna do it hand tight. All right, got it up. Now look at it. Alright, y'all. I think this is going to be the end of it, at least for this video. I'm not really sure where I'm ending the video at, but I'm going to go ahead and stop it for now. I got the lower oil pan installed, got the oil filter adapter back on, the bracket. Now I think the next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is try and knock out this timing cover, or I'm sorry, try and knock out this timing chain set. Once I get that all put on, I'll go ahead, get that timing cover mounted, so that way I can seal this completely. Then I'll move on to the intake and go ahead and get the intake done. If y'all have questions, just leave them down below. And on the next video, you'll see the rest of it.